Okay, here's your putt for birdie. Oh, what do we have here? All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Tap her on in. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. Sitting at 5 over par for your round. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. Oh, you hit that one well. And this is about 170 yards to the pin.
Shite.
Oh, this might be a bit of danger ahead. Setting up here for your 4th shot. This one's 8 feet away. Oh, it's always tough leaving them short. And as that putt drops, let's take a peek at the scorecard. Okay, 7 over par after that one. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. Nice swing on that. Safe approach. Nice. 12 feet to go. This starts off pretty straight and then turns to the right a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do. All right, that's 6 over for the day. All right, here we go. 15th hole. This one's a par 5. Second shot here on the 15th.
Shite.
Not the greatest of contact on that one. Okay, this can take you down to 5 over par. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Oh, all right, 3 feet to the cup. Okay, moving on to the next. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. Sounded a little bit off. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And this for the bogey. And that will go. And you're 7 over for the day. All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17.
Oh Lord, where's that
I
go?
hope this one holds on to the fairway here. And that will do. We stayed out of the rough, and that's all I currently care about. And this one's about 135 yards to go. And please, sir, may have a bounce to the right. Nice work. That is some good golf. And this putt for the birdie.
Oh, you
A little too much
bastard.
pace on that one. And nice putt. Let's move on. And 7 over at the moment. Teeing off now in a long par 4. I approve. Okay, about 175 yards to go here. The approach heading right. A little wayward on that approach. And this putt for a 79 here today. Come on. And now this putt from 6 feet. Okay, and the putt drop. Let's head on over to the 19th hole. And as this one comes to an end, it's going to be 8 over par for you. Well, that's it for me. This is where we go our separate ways. Thank you for the round.
Ooh. Why can't I ever pull a shirt like that? That's not nice. Stay out of the water. Oh! Oh!
K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. What a thrilling day of action it's set up to be. Playing from 110 yards out. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
And this putt coming up for his par. He's in a tie for fifth at the moment. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
No.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Time to take a look at what's going on at the 8th. And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Scheiße.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. He's standing over his third shot. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And with that, he moves up to even par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Going with the 5-iron here. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one's going to go pretty significantly right to left.
Oh, nice stroke. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. And down it goes. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole this one.
water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to this green. It's fairly flat, but finding it in two, well, that's a tall order.
This one's right of the green.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, that almost went down. If he makes this, he'll save his par. That's a nice looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And he'll drop down to 1 over for the event. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small.
Oh, Lord.
It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Lovely effort that. Ooh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. I will take that also into the top 5 now. And after that, he'll move to even par for the event. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it. Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
That's disappointing.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
And the par just slides by. Unfortunate bogey coming up. And in it goes. And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
3 down, 9 to go. This player is going to have to start taking some chances if he wants to win this tournament.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Oh my God, Rich. I don't even know who this player is. Look at this performance.
Kind of coming out of nowhere, but that's what makes this game so great, isn't it? Everybody loves a Cinderella story.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Let's try and make this one. Only dropped the one shot. Good looking putt. Unfortunately moving down the leaderboard. That's not the direction to be heading. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement in it.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. Okay, let's head to the next. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back nine. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the player, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade. Putting for a par now. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
This is his second shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, I think this is going left to right.
And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Now 5 strokes behind. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This one is for par.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
Going with the 6 iron here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. He has this putt to save his par. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, looking like 22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
From long range here.
Oh!
Should secure the par on this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. There's some work to be done here onto the green, but a long way from the hole. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt looks like it's breaking right to left.
Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The finishing hole at TPC Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in 2. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
Ooh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. This putt for a final score of 75. That's disappointing.
Can't.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And Rich, even without the win, it's fair to say this is a big-time week for this player.
It was a lot of fun to watch, wasn't it, Luke? I got to say, I think everybody in the tournament was rooting for this player to get the victory. Unfortunately, not to be, but what a great week for this player. Love it.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Oh. That's good. Shite. Yes.
TK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to see who will be crowned champion here at the Falcon Open. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. We're thrilled to kick off this week's coverage on 2K Sports. Can't wait to see how this event plays out. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Okay, clubbing down.
Stay on, stay on. No.
That's
Oh,
disappointing.
no.
This now, his third shot. A par putt awaits. It's got a chance. He finds himself with a share of the lead. And now standing on the second, it's a par 3. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at.
Yes.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Well, I'm on the third hole, and this is Tony Finau.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around. He looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is. But deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh, no, Tony Finau, I got to work against that guy. Ooh, you know, and he smiles at you and wait, you know, but, yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
That's very well judged. Inside the range. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. We've arrived at a par 4. Oh, well done. 1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Heading towards the rough, this one. This would be a great up and down. A couple under at this stage. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
We've arrived now on the 6th, which is a par 3. Going with the 5-wood. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Just a short putt remaining here. He finds himself with a share of second place.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
We've arrived at the par 5-7.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. And this putt to move into a share of first. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. It's always important to club down when playing from an elevated position.
From where he was, he's got to be loving this.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And this is a 20-footer. A par putt on the table. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Hole number 9 is a par 3. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Oh, Lord.
This next one from the beach.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that'll work there. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Time to face a par 4. Well played. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Setting up miles from the hole.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. Heading to the next hole, this player is currently tied for a share of the lead with Xander Schauffele. Here we have a short par 4.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
That's some good golf right there. And he's down there.
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Ooh, asking for a big break on this one. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the par 4, 12th hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
His second shot here is currently tied for the lead. Looks like this one's going to the beach. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 13th is a par 3.
Oh, settle down. Stay there.
That one's just found its way onto the first step.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, that looked like a bad bounce that went left hard. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Wonderfully played. This next putt is for bogey. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
Fuck.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
And he's right in the thick of it. Needs to really make a move soon, though. Second shot here on the 14th. Okay, that'll work. This putt from around 18 feet.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Yeah, a bit long on that one. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Hole number 15 is a par 5. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction. Playing now from the fairway bunker. He'll be pretty happy with that one. Looks to have got all ball there. Time to check in with Lydia Ko. Here's our leader giving us another reason why they're on top. From about 130 yards here.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
These par putts.
Ah, you dirty bastard.
Yep, well done.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all. Coming down
Birdie,
the
birdie,
final
birdie,
field.
birdie, 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 birdie,
Well,
birdie,
the par 4
birdie.
16th hole.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Right. Fuck.
Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a big gold left-to-righter.
It's just about 3 feet away. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard.
Come on.
As we head now
Birdie, birdie,
to the
birdie.
par 5 next.
Birdie, birdie, birdie.
That was absolutely murdered. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's going to want to double-check the yardage book here because this is downhill.
Oh! Come on.
Controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Yes!
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
This player faces the final hole of the tournament, just 1 stroke off the lead. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Great shot. Second shot here on the 18th hole. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Stay.
Just a little
No.
off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And this putt for a final score of 72. He finishes up with a par at the last. I'm not sure he was absolutely thrilled with this, but still a good result, finishing in second.
Solid, if not spectacular. Didn't get the victory, but a lot of positive takeaway with that runner-up finish.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Mm-hmm.